everyone, it's Kylie Bertucci, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia, here with you today for a YouTube live. Whoop whoop! How are you all today? Thank you so much for popping on early. I can see everyone chatting. Even Bruno got on early and was chatting to everyone. So I can see we've got lots from all over the place. We've got Cindy and Paula, Karen. So wonderful to see you all here. Denise, Pammy, hi Pammy, Cheryl, Lena, Sarah, hi. Oh, so many wonderful names and faces that I recognise. Big hugs to you all. Kayleen said that the store being closed today means that she can come live. Whoop whoop. Welcome. So good to have you here. So we've had an amazing week. We've got to see the brand new catalogue. Oh my goodness. How does Step It Up keep doing it? Seriously, how? How is this possible that they can keep coming up with amazing things? It's just so beautiful. So if you want to get your hands on brand new product, we will give you a hot tip. And I will keep repeating this hot tip. It's like a repetition that I keep saying until eventually you get it. So you're listening? Because people who finally do listen say, oh my goodness, why didn't we do that ages ago? But if you join, you can add brand new product to your starter kit. You get $66 for free when you join in Australia. So you pay $169, but you get to choose $235 of anything that you want, including these new products that are on the pre-order. We pretty much got the entire pre-order page, and yes, you're going to need to join. Just join, because once you join, you get 20% discount on all of your purchases. So it means that you can either keep the discount or get 20% more for the same price. So it's really, really great value. And I think the best part about it is that you get all the other opportunities as well of being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. You get to be part of, like, we've got events coming up this month that are online. You get to see new product early. You get the extra 20% discount, and we have a lot in our team that have joined just for the discount. Some have decided to make it a business, but there are a lot on our team that joined just because they could join and just be happy shoppers, which I understand. I think that's how we started, happy shopper. Hello, Wendy. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're not sure who to talk to, please message us. Usually you would join with the demonstrator that you shop with. But if you have some questions, it's a little bit different when you're shopping to when you join. And every demonstrator does things differently and offers different things. So just make sure you do a bit of research before you join to make sure that the demonstrator that you join with is able to give you what you're looking for. So it's up to you to do the work beforehand because it's not easy. You can't just switch. If you go, oh, this demonstrator can't give me what I'm looking for, I'm going to switch. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to wait 3 months before you can switch. So it's really important that you do your research, find out what you want. For instance, with us, we do not do face-to-face. It's just not something that we can do. We don't have the time to do it. So our business is completely online. That may not suit you. So you'll want to find someone that you can meet with. So you just need to find the right fit for you and ask the right questions, understand what you're looking for, and then you'll be a lot happier with the demonstrator that you join with. It's different prices everywhere around the world, but here in Australia, it's the $169 for the joining, and then you pick $235 of anything you like. So really good. Fredo's still in his dressing gown. He looks very warm and cozy. And I love that Kayleen says, I joined as a shopper and now she does it as a business. And there's a lot, I know I did that. I joined because I just knew I wanted an entire catalogue, and I just thought, why am I not joining and getting the discount? And now it supports both Bruno and I. It's our business. So who would have expected that? Not us. So you just never know where it can take you. And we have training for both the happy shoppers with our card class that we run, and anyone's able to join that card class, by the way. Check it out. We're going to be doing a lot of extra work this month on that card class. What's my link for the card making class? Yes, there. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, I remember it now. I've got all these quick keys. So that's the card making class. Anyone in the world is welcome to join that. And we will be continuing to add more videos to that card making class, techniques, how to use the tools. It's a really great resource to have everything in the one spot. And then we also have our demonstrator training as well. You wanted to put on your Udi. Oh, you could have used mine. It's in the cupboard in the bedroom. What's the other one? Oh, the demonstrator training. So we have 2 demonstrator training programs, but this one's the only one that's available now, which is the social media training. Helps you learn how to use Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, Pinterest, how to make your own newsletters, how to make your own digital content. So if you're in Australia, you're so cute, Paula. It depends. If you're a person that wants to meet face to face, I'm not very good for you. We don't work for you. Oh, I'm so glad, Carrie, you're enjoying the card class. There's a lot more content to come. I think with Dad passing, it threw a bit of a spanner in the works with what we wanted to do with that card making class, but I'm feeling a lot more myself over the last few weeks. So definitely there'll be a lot more content, and content from other demonstrators as well, which is always really exciting. So the social media training is for demonstrators worldwide, and anyone can sign up for that. But that training is training that we give for free to our direct team members, so that they can get the support that they need online, because it seems to be the way to go, which is good. Oh, rude, they are. Goodbye. What do we do? Hide user on this page. I love removing rude people. It's lovely. Put user in timeout. No, I think I'll just hide this user on the page. Don't blah, blah, blah me. I've got the power. It's so exciting. So, what else have we got? There was a few that have let me know that they're going through tough times. Shout out to Shelley Wadge. We're thinking of you with everything going on with you and your family. And I know even Leonie Stewart, she's got her own health issues that she's going through at the moment as well. And we send our love to you girls. It's really hard when we hear our fellow demonstrators going through a tough time. So big hugs to all of you. And Kayleen said, can team members join the card class via the link Kylie posted? Yes, they can join. Actually, Kayleen, if they're crazy crafters, just message me, because they do get a discount if they're in our full team. So just message. But yeah. And Innercare asked, how much is the demonstrator training? Good question. So the social media training is the one that takes you through step by step on all the technology. It's $395 Australian, and that gives you access for life. So you can break it up into month by month cost, but you will get all updates. You will have access for life. We'll keep adding things to that social media training, which is awesome, because I know some people that have paid $500 to $1,000 just to create a blog. So we've kept it really affordable, because we want to ensure as many demonstrators can access that training as possible. We also have a yearly program that's more of like a support program. Sometimes we need a bit of motivation, we need support, we need a place where we can talk to fellow demonstrators that are wanting to build a business. And so that will open in September. It starts in October, but the enrollments will start in September, and that's only open once a year, and it runs for a year. So just keep in mind, you might want to save up your pennies for that one, and it's $300 for an entire year of content, like 4 talks a month, newsletter every week, blog hops together, Like, it's huge. You get so much value for what you end up paying, and that's Australian dollars. So for majority of you, that means it's cheaper, other than New Zealand. New Zealand's the only one that will probably pay a little bit more than the 300, but for the rest of you, it will be lower. Yeah. Oh, Cindy didn't realize there's training. Oh, exciting. So I'll put up the link again. This one's the one that's available now. This is the social media training. And then if you join up to our newsletter, I'll pop up our newsletter link. We will have more information on our newsletters about our training. So just sign up to our newsletter and then you'll stay up to date. Yeah, and we keep improving. We learn from all of you because we want it to be something that helps all of us, because we know how much it helps us. So we're constantly learning from all of those that are in the training as to what they're looking for. And I've got some really, really cool ideas for next year, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, that'll be good. It's always changing, and it's a really great platform too. Really tight, organized and great. Yes, I know. Imagine not being able to craft. What would we do without our crafting? So what are we doing today? I'm so excited. Look at this beautiful card. Did I really make this? I don't know if I made this. Can I just tell you, I will be completely 100% honest with you. I'm very nervous about this card today because I don't know if you're the same, but I am not a watercolor person. Watercolor and me, usually we're not very friendly with each other. But I decided to break out of my comfort zone because I know it's a really great place to learn new things and try new things. And I'm hoping that if I try new things, it will help you to try new things, because if I can do it, then you can too, right? We can try new things together. So what I have done is I call it my cheats way of watercoloring, because I have never been able to watercolor properly. And this is the gorgeous, amazing bundle, the butterfly bouquet. And I know a lot of people were really sad that the butterfly Bijou paper sold out very quickly. It was meant to be still available till the end of this month, but it sold out. So I thought, you know what, let's make our own butterfly Bijou paper. We can do watercoloring together, can't we? So we're going to DIY Bijou paper. It didn't quite work out how I wanted it to, but I really like this technique and I wanted to share it with you. So absolutely stunning. We've got those gorgeous butterflies. And of course you could change up the color to whatever you want. Yes, it's a very different card for me today. Something I thought, yeah, last night I was like, I'm just going to challenge myself a little bit, get out of my usual paper comfort zone, because I love to love it, chop it. You all know I love my paper, but I knew that the paper wasn't available anymore. So I'm like, all right, let's just mix this up. Let's just try something new. So let me jump on in and show you what my little cheats way is. And anyway, I'll talk to you about it, but some of you might just look at this and go, that's ridiculous. And it probably is, but it works for me. And that's what I love about crafting is I'm not trained. I don't think any of us are trained. We've just watched lots of YouTube videos and we learn as we go. But I have found that this has been my best way to watercolor. I feel like I've got the most control. I think that's the issue with watercoloring. I feel completely out of control. What is it going to do? Where is it going to go? Where is this water going to go? So let's jump on in. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix it up a bit here because, you know, I love to mix it up. And I'm using different colors. It's still the colors that came with the butterfly Bijou paper. So on the one that I did for the blog hop this morning, PS, please go and see our blog hop today. If you want to look at incredible designs with this butterfly Bijou products, then please jump over. I'm just going to get the blog post for you so that you can have a look and make sure that you enjoy this hop, because we have, how many people have taken part? And this is part of our training program too, that we got to do this. So this is 35 of us that are hopping together today. So jump over there, there's the link, and you can And you can click on that and see 35 incredible ideas using the amazing products that you can purchase now. These are products that are coming up in the new annual catalogue, and they've been released early for us. So that's really cool. This is one way of getting your hands on new product early. And just remember that you can add this to your starter kit. If you decide to join, this is one of the things you can add to your starter kit, which is really cool. So let's have a bit of a play with this background. Now, one thing with watercoloring is I'm not overly a fan of watercolor paper. I know, it's a bit of a shocker. I just find it's a little bit vanilla for me. I'm not a vanilla girl. I'm a whisper white or basic white girl. And so I just find it's a little bit yellow. Some people love it, but I'm not a huge fan. I really probably just need to play with it a bit more if I'm being honest. But what I'm going to do, did I grab all the, oh yeah, there they are there. So I've got here, these are all the dies. I've got them ready to go. So these dies come with the beautiful bundle of products. There's a gorgeous stamp set here as well that I've pulled out already. Look at that. And I've seen some demonstrators actually chopping this. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing, but what I'm going to do is buy another one. I'm going to get Brenna to buy me another stamp set. Hi, Deborah. Oh, thanks, Paula. So yeah, that's the Butterfly Brilliance. That's in the kit and in the set of products. And then we've got these beautiful dies as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, and sometimes we forget about this, but I'm going to use the shimmer paper. Now you can't see it here, but this paper is beautiful, beautiful paper. And no, I didn't round the corner. Well, I squished them, which I really like. I like that sort of, watercolory, squishy. And I didn't stick it all the way down either. I've kind of left that free to, yeah, it's a bit rustic and watercolory. So I've used the shimmer paper, shimmer cardstock, and it's just gorgeous. I find it's a little bit better for watercoloring, and it's not, look, it's still got that white tone to it. It is different to our basic white color, very, very slightly. You can see it there. It's got a little bit more of a tone to it, earthy tone, like a bit more vanilla, but not so much as when I'm using the watercolor paper. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to grab our awesome new aqua paint or water, I think they call them water painters, yes. And they're really fantastic because they come in 3 different sizes. And I'm just going to cover this with water, but let me show you what I'm going to do here, which is really fun. I'm bringing out a few different products today that maybe you just haven't realized have a lot of potential. I want to take off this color because I'm going to do different colors. I'll probably use a wet one actually. I'll use a baby white. So I've got here, and you probably can see the reflection, I've got one of our window sheets, our acetate sheets. And this is what I do for my cheats version for watercoloring. I've done this on a video before, but I thought I'll bring this one out again in case you girls haven't seen it. And guys, I think Bruno's seen it. Good, that looks a bit better. And I'll take off this color on here. And this is the cool thing about the water painters is you just keep reusing it. You don't need a different one for each color, which is really awesome. And you just fill it with water. Just make sure when you're undoing it, you undo it the opposite direction to what you think you do. So strange. It's like anti-clockwise. Okay, that looks good. I think that's got most of it off. I should have washed it last night. Naughty girl, Kylie. I was very tired last night. I was playing around. I was crafting, and then I got very tired. I was like, I'm done, Bruno. I'm over and out. So what I'm going to do is grab my Blushing Bride and my Magenta Madness, because they're the 2 colors that in the paper, and randomly just going to, and I had a really good play with this. I think that's why I went to bed so late last night. Just kept playing with watercoloring. It was actually quite fun. And then I'll just come in with some blushing. Just sort of blob that around. This is why the re-inkers are fun too. So if you don't have re-inkers, this is a great way to do that. You still can do it with the ink pads. You could just sort of swish it on. But I like that I can mash it all up like this. And then what I'm going to do, it's kind of like I get to have like a faux trial before I put it on my cardstock. And what I'm going to do is just squeeze out some of this. So you've got a little squeezy bit here. And I can squeeze this until there's sort of water coming out. Make sure that there's, yep, good. And then basically just come in here and just squish this around. And seriously, like I said, I don't have a rhyme nor reason. Now the magenta's quite bright, so what I'm going to do is just bring in some of this. I'll have to do a bit more blushing bright. Just really put that on because it's the magenta's going to overpower. Yes, because you want to have spots here of colour, and then I'll just drop in some colour, and you can or water, and you can even like bring it round like this too, where you're popping like the colour on your window sheet. And it's really, really random, but I actually prefer doing it on here than doing it on my actual project, because I just feel like on my project I don't have as much control. I don't know. It's really different. Yes, it's a window sheet. Acetate sheet. So it's going to have a lot of magenta there. But then what I can do is just get my little baby white and bring in some more of the, and I've just used a different brush because this is quite strong, the magenta. So you can use some of that to bring in the colour. Swish it around, and if you need some more, you can bring in some more, because that one definitely needs, and you can even bring it in here, which is really fun. It's like, how do I want this to look? Just keep playing around. So it's like I'm kind of like telling it what I want it to do. And it's going to look very different when it goes on your card. So don't be shocked. Like at the moment, it's got all these beautiful white pieces, but it does come up very different when you squish your card down on top of it. But you can use it quite a few times, and I will do that. I'll show you like when I squish it once and then when I squish it again, it brings up a totally different design. And you can play around with this. You can, just see what you come up with. But what I am going to do, and I'll just make sure there's not too much ink on here, but I just want to, there we go. I'm just going to add a little wash over the top here, because I noticed that the butterfly Bijou paper had like sort of a wash as well. So you can just use the big brush. I really like this big brush for doing this, and it just adds some water to this before you do some squishing. And we'll have a look what this looks like. So it's just trial, like this is me just mucking around. I had ink everywhere last night. I love it. And if you want to, you can drop it in here and add some more water in there. But yeah, I really, really like, and like it looks a bit random at the moment, but once it dries, like it has a completely different look. Everything tones down a little bit more. Like you can see here, everything sort of blends a bit more, tones down a bit more. But how cool is that? Do you think that's a little bit easier than doing it yourself? And it's still got those like changes in color. And we'll just let it sit for a bit, and we'll just have a little bit of a play of some other ideas. Actually, I might be able to even bring in my, and I don't think I'll be able to use this again. It might be too, but you know, maybe that's something, let's have a go. Maybe that's something that you want to try, is just having it really, really light. So you can sort of see both versions. And this is without adding any water or wash. It's just playing around. See? Very different, but you know, it's a really cool little background idea. Yeah, I know. It's so easy. And that's the leftover bits. So if we wanted to, like, we can see over here, there's some cool stuff over there. So if you wanted to, you can even double on down. Oh, just play around. I'm telling you, it makes you look like a professional. Just use all the ink up. Squishy, squishy. How cool is that? It's like so much texture and cool stuff going on. And it looks very random, but whenever you see these projects, once they're layered with like beautiful things on top, it's just so pretty. And what you can do is you could even cut these out, because how gorgeous will those look with the butterflies cut out? And it kind of reminds me, I don't know if you did it as a child, but it kind of reminds me of when you like fold the paper in half and then open it. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit, I feel a bit more in control of my watercoloring. And so again, if I want to, I can play around with some water here and just come along over the top and just add that little bit of color. Tiny bit, nothing major, but you may not want it all to be too white, and it can just have that little wash over it. I really like that. And that was the second take. We happy? Do we like it? Yeah. The splits are fun. Yeah, I like doing them. What can you see in this picture? What are you seeing right now? Let's do a psychologist's visit. What does this image look like to you? Yes, I really like it. Looks like a couple of lipsticks in a tube got into a fight. They're prima donnas. But once we put on the butterflies, or we can even do one where we use the background, and what I might do is actually use this one to cut out butterflies, just so that you can see both. It's fun to have a bit of a innovation day, bit of fun. Can you believe I cleaned up, Bruno? I took off the ink. I need tissues actually to take off the rest of the ink. Good thing our Stampin' Up! Ink is actually water-based, which is good. Yeah, very easy and pretty. Oh, thank you, Marjorie. We love thumbs ups, because I'm keeping my thumbs there now. I will not be intimidated by thumbs downs. It looks like a skeleton head. Too funny. You don't want to know what that means in psychology, Val. No kidding, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I know nothing. So we'll move that out of the way, and let's do some chopping here. Let's see what layers we can use. I really want to use this, I think, for one of the layers. I really like that. And I think this one here, I'll do some chopping of the butterflies, and we'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to do 2 sets of chopping. So I've got my butterflies here. There we go. Do some Love It, Chop It, but with our Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Woo, they fit on. Good. So if you don't have one of these amazing cutting devices, we highly recommend it, because they're just fantastic having these cutters. It's a really easy machine to use, and basically it reminds me of like those old style laundry wringer things. You always used to wring out your clothes and you'd put it through the wringer. So there's nothing inside that's blades or anything like that. It's just a roll that puts force on here and cuts it. And that's why Sometimes, particularly with these types of dies that are quite intricate, sometimes that's why, one just moved, why some bits don't cut and some do, because you're going to have pressure in different places. Like some spots, I notice along the edge, it cuts a bit better than through the middle. And that's just because of the tension that's in the machine. So we'll just get to that point and then I'll actually go back again just to give it a bit more. You can hold on to the handle. Sorry, you won't be able to see very well here. I should have lifted my camera. Actually, I'll do that. I'll lift up my camera a bit more for you all. Sorry for uno momento. Just so that you can see this better. So you can see it better, and then I'm not hitting it. That's better. So let's have a look here. So you can see these dies. They might need another little bit of a cut, like this one here I can see might need a little bit more, but this one's looking great. Yeah, this one looks really good, especially when you look underneath, you can tell if it's cut all the way through. I know I wasn't alive when ringers were around, but that is what it reminds me of. I think I saw my grandmother with one. I think she had one. You put your arm through the ringer. Youchie, Tina, that would have really hurt. As a little kid, I'm guessing. So I'll just move those ones out of the way. Let's move this one. I thought I'll cut them all because, you know, we're going to have use for these. And if not, well, we actually don't need to cut that one again because I've got all of these extra pieces. But all you'll do to get this cut is I just pop it back on and it kind of like locks in place. You feel it go, goop, yep, I'm in place, and then just run it through again. And usually I try and do it along the edge so that it's happy. But now let's try it with the coloured paper and see what it comes out like. Let's have a play. Because, you know, we can muck around with this. And what I might do actually, just for a bit of fun, let's just do it so that we can use both the butterflies and the inverse as well. So I'm doing it in a way that I'll be able to use both sides later. So nothing will get wasted here because we want to use that paper to its potential, right? So come on in. Snap, crackle, pop. That's too pretty to cut. It is a bit pretty to cut, but we can just make more. Ooh, that looks good. See, check the other side. It's cut through. Check the other side. Yes, cut through. So let's have a little look here and see what this looks like. Bring that out of the way. And let's examine this a bit closer. So what we can do here is that now we have these beautiful butterflies that hopefully now no longer look like skeletons or lipsticks having a fight. Hopefully we've moved on from that. And I want to find, I don't have the little cushiony thing, but I do have this. I actually don't really use the other bit, but I like just grabbing my take your pick tool and just getting those little pieces out there. There is like a little foam mat that you can use as well, but who knows where that is in my craft room. Who knows where that's gone. If you've got ones that are a little bit, you know, won't come out, then you've got your other side of the take your pick tool as well to just poke them out and get them out of the way. And I've seen some that have actually left pieces in, which is fun as well. But isn't that a beautiful dye? It's just so pretty. Look at that. So fun. Oh, I'm so glad, Annika. Yes. I'm not usually into pinks, but I know a lot of you girls do like pink. These are my colours. These are my go-tos. Oh, that's a nice compliment, Rebecca. Thank you. I think the key with card making is just being willing to keep it simple. For me anyway, this is what I like, is keeping it simple, so that I can enjoy it, because I get a bit stressed out if I add too much to it. And also just being willing to try new things and not be afraid to try new things. Like, I knew last night I might try it and there might be something I don't like about it. But that's okay. And sometimes too, when you do something the first time, like the first time I did this watercoloring, I'm like, does it look good? I was just really unsure of myself. I didn't know if it looked any good. But sometimes when you push through and keep going, you actually find that the finished result is actually beautiful. But as you're going through the process, you're looking at it thinking, this is not going to work. But if you keep going, then sometimes it does work. I think sometimes we give up a bit too quickly instead of following it all the way through. Isn't that beautiful? Can you believe we've done that ourselves? It's our own watercolouring. It's my own watercolouring butterfly. Oh, she looks beautiful. So pretty. She's like a model. And what was the other one here? Oh, this one here. I want to see what this little one looks like. I can even do that while it's still in the dye. I think it's actually better to do that. I think we've come up with an idea, people. Keep the dye here because it gives it firmness. Woo, I like it. You have to give that a whirl. And then if it doesn't come out, then you can still do the same thing. Just, oh, that one doesn't have a little hole. But there you go. That's actually a lot better doing it like that. Oh, look at this one. So cute. So there we go. So we can use that. We can use this. And even if we wanted to, we could use this and have these sitting nested in their little spots, but raised, like put their little wings up. That looks really cool, doesn't it? We're cooking with gas today. My coffee's kicking in. Gold leafing just around the outer edge is pretty. Ooh, that would look gorgeous. Just in here. Should I attempt bringing out the gold leafing? Britt, I'll be like, don't do it. It's going to go everywhere. Is the gold leafing staying in the new catalogue? Oh, we're not allowed to say, aren't we? Shame. I'll have to have a look later. It's very pretty. I actually don't know if I want to put any gold leafing on this one. I might do it on the other one though. So let's compile this, because that's another thing. Try not to walk away from your project until you finish it. I think a lot of us do that, where, I mean, I make a rule where I'm like, no, you cannot walk away, Kylie. You have to finish this card. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to put another color in the background. Let's see which one's gonna pop. We could even do black in the background if we wanted to. Let's have a little look here. Let's play around with ideas. I think I'm going to go black, to be honest. Let me bring you with me. I've got my mic set up today, but it means that I'm attached with cords. Hopefully you'll be able to come with me, or maybe not. No, it's decided to tangle. It's tangled tango. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Let's see what some basic black behind. Ooh, so dramatic. Yes! Gold leafing! What do we think, everyone? Do you like the black? I really like the black. Just saying. You may have a different opinion, but I must say that that's popping. It's looking hot. And then we can just stick them down. And then that'll be perfect because I want to do a black embossed sentiment. This has turned out so different to what I imagined it was going to be, which I love. I think it's fun. Let's do a mashup. So if I have, let's just have a little play here. If I've got some little gold leafing, I actually do like to do gold leafing. And I know a lot of people use tape, but I actually like it with Tombow. So if I just do a little bit in here, let's just do little bits of it. Come on, Tombow, don't get stuck now. And of course it blobbed. So if I do a bit there, grab a bit of my gold leafing that I have here and just whack it on there. It feels messy and it looks messy, but man, it's fun. Oops. That's what I did last time. I actually, I mixed it beforehand, I think, or left it a little bit, but I actually do like that. Whoa, pretty. I'll do a bit on this side as well. Just because we can, right? And what you could do is just place it on, but just don't touch it for a little bit. And then it will be even more, like if you don't want it to, like you'll get more of a solid line if you do it like that, but I want it just soft. So I've just sort of pushed that around. But if you leave it on there, then it won't have that sort of soft. But I like the motley look because that's kind of what, yeah, I do need a little Tupperware container for sure. Now let's have a look at it on the black. And I probably should have used my grid paper too. You can put all that back in the container to use for another time. Or have gold leafing everywhere. Okay, we ready? Let's see it against, look at all this. I've got my baby wipe here. Where is he gone? I'll get another one. Oh no, that's not a wipe. That's just a tissue. Tell you what, these baby wipes, they come in so handy when you're crafting. Oh, I've even got it on my nail. Do gold leafing on my nails. There we go. All right. Piece of resistance. Ooh, so pretty. So there you go. You can play around with your gold leafing as well. Having a lot of fun today. So I'm going to cut this down and then get that attached. I've got my trimmer here. Oh, I better shut the gold leafing bin because that's blowing everywhere. So I've just cut that in half. And got my bone folder here. Bevel that edge just to make it nice and crisp. And then what we're going to do is just layer that directly on top and then stick these in. So pretty! And if you wanted to, you could raise this That's another idea. And then have these inside but stuck down. So you can sort of put them through like so, and then it'll be stuck that way round. Something a bit different, but I'll do it the other way around where I'll put these up actually up on dimensionals, maybe just this butterfly one. We'll stick that down, and I'll do a little bit of the curling edge like I did on the other one. So I'm not putting it all the way to the edge. Which corner did I leave? Yeah, those two. So you can just sort of play with those, tease them. And then we'll stick these down. And this one, and then the next one we'll do with dimensionals. So just make sure it's lined up where you want it. Yep, that's where it goes. And then once that's dry, we'll lift those wings up. And then this last one, we'll use our dimensionals, but the little mini ones, to pop that up. Sorry if there's comments. I'm deep in creative mode. I don't know what anyone's saying. Hopefully Bruno's following. Oh, what's Bruno saying? There's a method in a madness. Very messy crafter. Oh, thanks, Bruno. It looks really good. You sound shocked. So we'll just do our sentiment. It's so crazy, isn't it? Who would have thought that this is how our card, this was our prototype, and this is how it's turned out. Two completely different cards now. But yeah, similar, like I've got the butterflies in formation, so similar things, but just mixed it up. Yes, Bruno has the record for the most dimensionals for sure. Absolutely. And while we're at it, because, you know, why not? Let's do this one as well, because this one's a nice simple one. So I'll see if it makes a difference doing that. Yeah, I really like that. People, I think I've found a thing. Because when you put it in the die, it's stiffened, like it makes it firm. So it's easier to get those bits out that you need to get out. I really like that. Because I don't really like putting it down. But this is a good way to get it all out. There's a few little pieces here that just don't want to budge. You will be removed. You will be taken out. There we go. Yay. So we've got that one. We've got our little baby one. This one seems like it's cut through really well, so nice and easy. And our medium. Aren't they beautiful dies? Just so pretty. I'm usually not a butterfly girl at all. So I'll do the little one up the top so it gives it more room for the sentiment actually. And we'll just place them differently. We'll do them like that. And even on here you could do little bits of gold flecks. Let's do it. Let's do little gold flecks. It'll be like rose gold because that's usually what happens. So I'm just going to use little blobs here. And they're going to be spots for my gold leafing to go. So much fun. It's so messy, but so much fun. These are to get all the pieces off my desk. I'm using every bit. I really like that. That's really fun. I want to smush that a bit more. It's like they've got little bits and pieces. And I did do it once where I mixed the foil in glue, like sort of did a foil Tombow mix, and it was actually quite good. It worked quite well. Do you want a little bit more? I think maybe up here. Oh, I think I've got some pieces here I can use. Yeah. That's really subtle, but I think it just adds something a bit special to that background with the little pieces of foil. You could go a bit more crazy if you wanted to, but just show you that. I'll just line this up. That one needs to come out here. And once I work out where I want everything, yes, then I can glue it down. So pretty. Now, if we have a look, what should we do? I'll just move all this out of the way. We're making a good old mess today. That shows good crafting, right? More mess, better crafting. Woo! So, we've got on here, or on the magenta. Dryer sheets. Oh yeah, people use dryer sheets. We don't have them here. What do you think? Should we go subtle or bold? I think I'm vibing a bit of bold. Yep. Let's run with that. In fact, what we could do, maybe I could layer it. Let's just have a look here. So I think this is 10. So if I just take a little bit off the edge here, then we can actually have yeah. have a little border that will just soften it a bit because it is quite harsh, that magenta. So let's just have a look at that and just see if it's softened. Even if you used some Whisper White behind this. Yeah, I really like that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And we'll stick that down on there. And we can do a similar thing with this one actually, where we fold it up and you can show underneath. I can hear you yawning, Bruno, in the other room, very loudly. I'm glad I have your interest piqued. Oh yeah. Now, let's do the sentiments. Hi, Amber Rose. Now, I'm going to use, I thought that this art gallery stamp set was perfect for this. I'm just going to lift you up a little bit here, actually, because you're a bit wonky. I thought that this art gallery was perfect because I didn't want a big sentiment. In fact, I wanted something quite slimline. And these have some fantastic sentiments that are perfect for just that small little something that looks perfect with embossing. It's also really good to note that these fit really well with a classic label punch, which if you don't have the classic label punch, you need to get it now because it's retiring. And there's so many of our beautiful sentiments like this that fit perfectly with this. So I'm really sad to see this one going. It's breaking my heart, but things must go. So make sure you go and get this. This is a retired item. You can add that to your starter kit as well if you want to. So I'll just do a couple of sentiments here. Now I've been able to find a fellow demonstrator who is going to be selling these embossing buddies, these new one. I've checked with Stampin' Up and it's okay for me to sell them because I can't not have embossing powder, and sadly Stampin' Up is not selling it anymore. Now they are a lot more powdery than I'm used to, but I tested it last night and it's not affecting my cardstock, the color, which is what was my main issue. So we will eventually, we've ordered them, but we will be eventually popping them up on our Shopify store for Australians only. We're only selling it within Australia, but I just really feel that this is something that we need. It's a tool that we definitely need for embossing. I can't not have it. So I've got a lot of powder there now, but that's all right. It's like I smell like a baby powder. It's the best. And then I've got my Versamark here. I'm just doing the little thank you because I think it's super cute. Actually, I think I might do, I'm going to mix it up here and I'm going to do I'm thinking of you because we've got a few cards that we want to send out to demonstrators that are having a tough time. So I can send this to Leonie and to Shelley. Shh, don't tell them. Shh. Top secret. And I can send that today then, which will be really nice. Because that's the goal, right? As soon as we make it, think of who we want to send it to and get happening, write on it and get it out. Because otherwise we hang on to all these beautiful cards, and how much is it going to mean to these beautiful ladies to receive these cards? They're going to be so happy that we are thinking of them. So I'll do 2 of those. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, there. Stamp that down. Now I have to be careful with these sentiments because last time I lost the I miss you. I'm pretty sure it was when we were dog sitting, and I'm pretty sure that one of the dogs ate it because we never found them again. They disappeared forever. There we go. Heat tool. I love embossing. It's the best. Okay, so you can see on here, I think that some of you asked, is it that important to have the embossing buddy? If I did this without embossing, particularly on the basic black, there would be speckles of powder all over the place. So I really, really love that, yeah, what the embossing buddy does. It just takes away all that static. Now, hopefully this is long enough. If not, we're not using the classic label punch today. it's probably the wrong size. It fit perfectly for the, ready, moment of truth. That's hilarious. We'll be cutting today. Oh no, I'm scared. It's only for these girls that I would cut. But I'm telling you, the classic label punch is a lot better. Cut this one too. I'll do it up higher and then I can have more space to do some chopping, to do some surgery. Yeah, this is the alternative, people. We don't want the alternative. We want a punch or a die. But this will do the trick. Hopefully it fits on. I'm so crooked. Don't look at how crooked I am. Just move your eyes away. I probably could have used my trimmer actually. Hey, that's not too bad. It's not too good either, but it's not too bad. Okay, walk away, Renee. Oh yes, that's going to be good. Actually, I think I want it a little bit off the top. Yes, good. And then where's our other one? I'm so glad that this sentiment's staying. Yay! So, ooh, that's really crooked. The girls will look at me and say, Kylie, were you drinking wine in the morning? Okay. It's the rustic look. It's just, you know. So I think I'll do it around here. Look at me. I'm like, I just can't handle it. It needs to be straight. Not perfect, but straighter. Yeah, that's all right. I can handle that. And then where's this one going to go? I think I want this sitting... where should we pop it? What does it look like in here? No, because then it's covered. Yeah, I think it's going to sit on top of here. So I'm going to do a dimensional and sit it like that. Whoa, it's a bit funky, isn't it? It's a bit different because otherwise it's down here and I don't want it to cover that butterfly. So yeah, I'm doing it, locking it in. Where's my little minis gone? Little minis, where are you? We've got dies and plates and embellishments. Oh yeah, we've got some matte black dots too. Oh, I'm so excited about them staying. So excited. Yes, found them. I knew if I kept searching high and low, I would find them. Hello, Bruno Bertucci.
Did you see my idea?
What's your idea?
Cut each word.
Ooh!
In the bottom left corner of the black one.
Ooh! Nah, I'm sticking with this. I've locked it in. It's locked in. But thank you for your suggestion. I like that suggestion. Because knowing me, I'll end up going, oh no, I don't like where it's placed. But I very much like this. I'm going to give it another dimensional under there. Yay! I really like that. And then this one, I can have it raised as well. Because it would be quite nice there. You're right, Bruno. It would look very nice. Maybe I should try it. Is that what you meant? In the corner here. There we go. I want his little antennas to come up over. Yay! Can you see his little antennas on top there? So excited! Break the words up and stagger them. Yes, Sue said the same thing. I actually don't mind that though. I really like that. Like even though it's covering that beautiful butterfly, yeah. I think it looks really good. I'm very happy with it. I feel like I'm an artist. Good try, Bruno. Christine, I have my own mind, all right? And I've decided, I locked it in. All decisions are our own. That's what I love about it. Isn't it fun? Crafting can be our own thing. We can do what we want. And it's good. We can do what we enjoy. So there you go. There's our beautiful cards. And I'm going to just put an insert in both. Yes, I'm very, very happy with these. Thank you, everyone. I'm really happy with them. And I hope that you use the idea for the watercoloring, because it's just so much, for me it was so much easier to do it like that. And I hope that you enjoy it as well. Please tag me if you do end up doing some sheets watercoloring, some window sheets watercoloring. Oh, stay back there. There we go. And inside, I love to have my insides. And if you wanted to, you could also do some like watercoloring on the inside here, like little splatters or something like that on the inside. In fact, I think we've got, oh, it's not actually a stamp set, but we could possibly, oh yeah, I've got the matte black dots. Let's grab some of these. I love these dots. So my rule of thumb with these dots, or what helps me, is that particularly when I have different sizes, I like to see the big one and the little one together. And I either do 3 or 5 on a card. So what I'll do on here, let's just have a little test. So I usually do a big one and then a little one. And then what I might do is just one big one. I think I'll just do 3 on this one. So I usually like to put it somewhere, and you can sort of not push it down and just test it out in different spots. Yeah, I like it up here. So you can have it like so. Then I can keep this like white space here. And then this one here, we'll do little one, big one. I like putting them together. And if you want to, like say you don't like the spot, with your take your pick tool, you can just sort of come underneath that adhesive and move it closer. Like it's really handy having the take your pick tool, because it means you're not locking it in. You can sort of look at it and go, do I like it there? Yes, I like it there. And you can sort of push down on it and then it stays in place. And then I've got a little dot there. I really like that. Isn't that fun? Thank you, everyone. I really enjoyed our cards today. Thank you so much for being here. Big hugs to all of you. Let's do a picture. Oh my goodness, they just look so cool. I'm really, really happy with this. Like really, really happy. Thank you all very much. I'll just take a little picky pick. Yay! Come back here a bit. Isn't that beautiful? Very happy with those. Thank you all very much for staying here and having a look at them. And just keep in mind that we also have our brand new tutorial that's just come out as well. I'll actually show you a picture. It is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you are going to want to get your hands on this, because it is, I'm out of, like seriously, it's out of this world amazing how good this is. And I just looked at all of the cards and everyone has done such an amazing job. Here it is here. We'll do that. So you can get it for $22 Australian. They're exclusive products, not to be found anywhere else online. And we've got 12 different tutorials with videos. So you get videos that are exclusive. They won't be seen anywhere online. We've got amazing demonstrators here. Erica Sue and Jackie Williams. She's like a New Zealand $1 million earner. In fact, her stamp set is staying again in the next catalogue. Zara Premji, Rachel Tessman. Rachel Tessman is so talented. You've got to check these girls out. Emma, Sue is in our team. Cheryl's just the most beautiful girl ever. Dina Recow, like, hello, celebrity status. And Karen as well. So definitely come and check this out. Look at these beautiful samples here. You are definitely going to want to get your hands on the Flowering Cactus bundle. Anyone who purchases the bundle from us will actually get this tutorial for free, or you can just purchase this online and it will fit for anyone in the world. So no matter where you live, it will be spot on for your measurements so that you can have a look. You didn't see my shot. Ah, was it on a different screen maybe? So thank you all very, very much for being here. We appreciate your support so much, and yeah, just so grateful for all of the cards. We're going to be posting a video this week of all of our beautiful cards that we received for Dad passing, and we're just so grateful for this community and all the love that you've sent us. It's really just so, yeah, I'm just so thrilled. Oh, it looks like it didn't show the screen, which is really weird. It's just showing my cards on the screen. Anyway, you all know that they're amazing. I'll see if I can show it. Hang on. Oh yeah, there it is there. It's just slow. Oh, was it not showing? I wonder what happened. I mustn't have had my screen on the right screen. It's easy to do. I got thrown. I got thrown. my mojo got lost. There we go. Thank you all very much. Big hugs to all of you, and we're so happy to be here with all of you. And thank you for your time today too. We are so grateful. Over an hour that you've spent with us, and we'll definitely see you during the week. I do journal, Val. I love journaling. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's my way of purging things and processing things, which is really good. Thank you, everyone. Big hugs to you all, and we shall see you during the week online somewhere. And just remember, if you have any questions about our training, our card making course, anything that you have questions about, please let us know. Thank you so much. Speak to you soon.